In his 39 years as a coach at Bowdoin College, Charlie Butt touched the lives of hundreds of students and athletes. Now his legacy is being remembered in a book written by someone who knew him well. It's called Charlie's Way, The Life, Laughter, and Legacy of Coach Charlie Butt. It was written by his daughter, Katie Butt, who's with us here on 207. Thanks for coming in. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Boy, your dad led a colorful life, but we will try to hit on a few of the high points. Let's begin with where he grew up. His formative years in Shanghai, China. He was born in 1925, so he was 12 years old when the Japanese forces invaded Shanghai in 1937. The war went on until 1945. What were those years like for your dad as a young man?
Yeah, so it was from all accounts, it was truly an amazing time. There was a lot of unpredictability around what might be happening because there were bombings, there was disease, there was a lot of like actually in the streets.
It's interesting though, when these things happen to you and you're 12 years old or 13 or 14, you almost kind of assume this is normal, this is the way life is, because you don't know better. In fact, it was anything but a normal life. One of the things in his life that was kind of normal though was sports.
Yes.
He loved sports and he was a really good athlete. When the war ended and the Chinese communists had taken over, in 1948, he was invited to participate on not one, but two Chinese Olympic teams in basketball and boxing. What did he say to those invitations?
Yeah, it was actually basketball and swimming.
Basketball and swimming, I beg your pardon, yes.
Quite all right. No. He had become very well known as an athlete, just in multiple sports. He held records in swimming. He was a boxer. He was a Golden Gloves champion boxer, and had opportunities to perhaps travel to Australia and the U.S. for boxing. But when he made the Olympic teams in two different sports, there were some conditions associated with that, and the government was asking that he give up his Portuguese passport and also only speak Mandarin in order to represent the country. And as honored as he would have been to compete at the Olympic level, he really had to make the decision to forego the opportunity because he didn't want to give up his Portuguese passport given the uncertainty of the political environment.
Quite extraordinary, turning down two invitations to compete in the Olympics. He then made the decision soon after that he wanted to leave Shanghai and go to the United States. Now, as you write in the book, this is like something out of a movie. He has to swim to a ship. He's down in this oily, greasy hold where the soldiers are looking for him. He could have lost his life while making that escape, right?
That's absolutely right. He did see his opportunity one night, and he paid to have his one suitcase brought on board quietly, and then he hired a man to row him as close as they could get to the ship, and he did have to swim the last 40 or 50 yards to get on the ship. He had to shimmy the anchor chain and then really hide in a propeller shaft.
Yeah, it's a pretty riveting story of how he made it out, but he did make it out. He came to the United States, and he ended up at Bowdoin College, where he coached swimming and soccer, worked there for 39 years, and as we said, touched the lives of countless students. That's a lot of what the book is about. What is his legacy at Bowdoin?
Some of the words that folks shared with me were, his humanity, the culture that he grew in the teams that he coached with soccer, with swimming and diving, and then also as an athlete himself, the fact that he was a very well-known squash player. He was a 23-time national champion and multiple-time world champion squash player. So his athletes and the students who worked with him really had a sense that this was part of the fiber of who he was. The whole notion of commitment and teamwork. He wanted to win, but it was always with fairness, and so that the right folks actually would come out successsul.
There's a great line from one of his students who said, "Whoever plays with Charlie wins."
That's it. And it was, I think that applied both on the court or in the pool or in life. Yeah.
The name of the book, Charlie's Way by Katie Butt. Thank you so much for coming in, Katie. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
And we've got more information on the book. You find it in the 207 section of our app or website. Stick around. Back with more right after this.